Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Traders Reality Crypto Projections channel, episode 18. So we're going to get straight to it, all right? Bitcoin. If you watched last night's stream on the Traders Reality channel itself, we were having a conversation about whether or not Bitcoin would show support at the 50 EMA. Okay, so it was around about this point here, and we effectively formed what we understand to be a rise away from the zone, retrace. Now we're expecting a continuation to the upside. Okay, now what's important, I'm going to bring this over for you so you can see clearly what I'm talking about. Okay, so we have this. No, that's not the pattern I want. Here we go. So this was taken from last night's stream. Okay, really important. All right. Now, in that stream itself, we were discussing, trying to understand what does Bitcoin need to do to effectively make heed for a higher move to the upside. Now, we were at the psychological low that we were discussing as well. And if you watch yesterday's projections video, you will understand what needed to happen to verify Bitcoin coming back to this zone. Okay, now the psychological low itself and the psychological high up here, okay, is effectively key areas in the chart that allow the market makers to, well, should I say the psychological zones themselves are the market makers zones for setting the spread at the start of the week. So it's really important that we understand that, because when they set the zone, they set their targets and they can do one or two things. Okay, they're either going to move price away from the psychological high to the upside or away from the psychological low to the downside. Okay, wherever this goes, all right, you would understand their true intention. If they break away from the psychological low and continue further up and break the high, we should be seeing higher ground. Okay, so right now, well, from last night, we were waiting for this pattern to play out. Okay, and as you can see on the chart, it's played out to a T. Okay, we were waiting for the 50 and the 200 to confirm. The number of confluences that were appearing in this zone was unbelievable. You had price closing above the 50, aiming to close above the 200 at the pivot point, at the psychological low. Everything was stacked in favor to move higher, and that's exactly what they did. Okay, they used the Asian session to move higher, induce a stop hunt rise, retrace, continuation to the upside is what we are anticipating. Of course, we need to wait and see to effectively see price make ground to the upside. Okay, so that's where we are right now with Bitcoin. My projection for Bitcoin is the next projection would be towards the psychological high of 59. Where is it? 59,298. Okay, that's what we're waiting for Bitcoin to do. I've got the other projections. I'm waiting for the 60K to be broken through, man, because if they break through the 60K this week, boy, we're going to see some interesting behavior. But as always, we add caution to caution, and we always need confirmation that price is working in our favor. Okay, now flipping it over to Ethereum, you can see Ethereum did just that did exactly the same thing from last night as well. Played nicely, recovered the red candle and moved higher. If you remember, a while ago, Ethereum did a similar drop. Okay, it was around about March time, April. She did a similar drop. Okay, and then she went on to make higher ground. Whenever you see this sort of behavior by the market makers where they drop price, wherever it's, whatever reason it was needed to do that, okay, it revealed their intention that they favor higher prices because they built their longs at lower points and then they return price all the way back up. Okay, so it's really important that you understand that. Now, projections for Ethereum, we were anticipating a projection to the 4420 from last night's stream. Okay, so it got somewhat close to it. I mean, that to me is a projection complete in my eyes. You know, you're never going to get the right projection all the time, but the fact that she came up and actually worked towards the range daily high, which is where she's at, where she hit today. Okay, we always see a retrace back from that zone. What's interesting is that the 13 EMA appears to be showing a pin to the low and retrace back up. Okay, they absorbed the liquidity and now they're moving price hopefully closer towards the upside. But although we are at the range daily high, price normally does retrace from that point. So we may see Ethereum consolidate slightly before she does move higher. Okay, now we have found the fractional disparity, the relationship between XRP, Bitcoin and Ethereum. When Ethereum consolidates, Bitcoin and XRP move. Okay, which then takes us to XRP itself, showing exactly the same formation as Bitcoin. Rise, retrace, continuation to the upside. That's what we are anticipating. The psychological high and low for XRP is here. Psychological low, psychological high. Price always tends to deviate towards the psychological zones, because that's where the market makers set their spread at the start of the week. Okay, that's where they built their positions. All right, so we should see XRP come towards that from now, because it did it earlier today. Okay, in the Asian session, pinned it and pulled straight back. All right, tapping the daily open, pin to the low, pin to the low, pin to the low, 3 pins to the low. I know you guys are on that. Okay, so we're going to wait and see what happens with XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Remember, guys, this channel is not about financial advice. It's helping you understand how to read the way the market makers play out their consolidations and their accumulations and their markup and markdown phases. That's the nature of this channel. Okay, I will never tell you when to enter or when to exit. Okay, I will help you understand the foundations required to really understand how to use this system. All right. So mad respect to all of you for coming through. We've gone over 3,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing these videos, keep hitting you up with the projections, so you guys become proficient in this strategy. All right. So mad respect to all of you. Have a wonderful day. Peace.